actually doing the assignment, and I've left it about 3 or 4 weeks between then and now, and boy am I suffering. So I'll cut now and I'll start getting this stuff together. So I'm trying to get back into this. So the first thing I do, I flick through the article again, and then I go through for about an hour just where I'm at, what I've written. As you can see, I'm just skimming through, and there's big gaps, all the X's and all the yellow bits, I just know. But what I'm aiming to do in this working phase, I'm still in this emergent sort of working phase, is trying to work out how I'm going to pursue and push the argument. And I'm having difficulty speaking in the library, so I'm going to have to do some more at home. If I've got a cheeky smile on my face, it's because I've got something to smile about. If you remember last time, or the last little clip you might have seen, I was in the library. That was last Thursday, and it's now Thursday again, so it's been a week since. And so in between, I've actually I've been slaving away, and I've done at least another 6 hours worth of, if not more, to be honest, probably about 10 hours of work, shifting my assignment from a draft 2-3, which, if you remember, I've called the emergent working phases, which is about 12 hours, those 2 drafts, about 12 hours, into a polishing phase, which is the final draft. And I'm going to show you now where I'm at regarding it, and near enough what I think I went about doing. But the good news is that I'm going to upload this somehow. But it has occurred to me that if I save them as page whatever thingy bobs, you could actually pause the video, couldn't you? And you could actually sort of see it on screen, I guess. So that's possibly one way I'm going to think about doing it for now. But anyway, on with the show. I'm going to pause now, and I'm going to try and set it up so you can see the screen. All right. I'm just going to quickly flick through, so hopefully you can sort of see this now. So I'm just flicking back. So the assignment's written, and it all looked very posh. But what you see here before your eyes isn't, wasn't written by someone that spectacular. It was actually carved out and caused me a whole bunch of grief. And there's about 30, maybe even 35 hours or more hours of work there to come up with this. And yeah, so what can I say? Apart from, if you remember in the draft 3, the stuff I was waffling on about clarity and about fairness and balance, that took me 10, 12, 15 hours worth of slaving away on my themes to try and get through in the process and the actual structure of the assignment. And then, if you remember, I'd left it for a few weeks. I'd gone to the library and remade a start and started to re-engage then last Thursday, and that was tough. Boy, was that tough. But since then, of course, I've pushed on and done these last few hours, and it feels great now because it's sort of ready to hand to you guys, and so you can see. And I know it's easy for me to say because you're probably still suffering away. But if there were some learning points just to take from this process for me, it's that I appreciate where you're at because we write to our own levels. I went through many a period of scaredness. I went through many a period of not knowing what I was doing. I knew nothing about the topic. Remember that orientation phase when I started going through all those lists of stuff there and whatnot? They're all in the envelope, believe it or not, but they are there. And there's the original right there. and it's been, you know, that was sort of tough and scary, but I owned it, and that's the point. I got to learn an awful lot about it, and once I'd started through that orientation phase, got into the working phase, and started to think, well, what is it I'm going to critique? I got to that point, and then started to think, I can do this, I can get this, and everything I aimed to do was just to add more and more quality, more and more quality. Hopefully, by stopping and pausing, and if eventually we can get to upload the actual assignment itself in one way or another, you can start to see my critiquing model and my critiquing draft, which I've added onto it, and my own reviews about why I've done the rationale, why I've done what and what. It might just help you out, but if I had to leave with a couple of points, it would be: you cannot do your critique in 5 minutes. Be prepared to whack in a stack of time. Secondly, working drafts. Start with the first draft where you probably know nothing. You're just orientating yourself. Third, emerge your relationship with the work. That's what I did. I emerged. And, you know, is it right? I don't know. But it certainly is a conversation I've had when I'm writing. Fourth, the polishing, you know, hand in something which you can be proud of, hand in something that looks good, that you've spent time on, and that, you know, you wouldn't be embarrassed by someone saying, of course I'm aware that you perhaps haven't got as much time as me and whatnot, but it all remains the same. And go to the library every now and then. So I hope this has been useful. It certainly has been a useful exercise for me, and with the learning and the media and stuff, well, we'll see what I can do. Keep at it, guys. Keep at it. Ciao for now. But the one bonus about working in the library is that I've found a whole bunch of these this medication on the floor, and it's great. Tastes like mint.